Friends, I am unspeakably tired. You have no idea. I am exhausted. Partially from court today, partially from work, partially just from life. I'm exhausted. But listen, the small town crazy that happened in court today was next level. First of all, the tea. So yesterday, we noticed that Buster and I think Alex's sister had moved back further in the courtroom. And I was like, oh, that's curious. I wonder why they're sitting further back. Turns out they are this close to being thrown out of court altogether. Listen, I wanted to believe that Buster was a good guy. I really, really did. Just the other day, wasn't I saying free Buster Murdaugh? Like, I really wanted to believe he's a good guy. Turns out, like the rest of his family, he's garbage. This is why I say that. I mean, there's a whole lot of reasons. But when Mark Tinsley was on the stand the other day, testifying about how he had every plan to take down Alec Murdaugh to make him pay for the boat case, Buster, while his father is on trial for murder, was flipping Mark Tinsley the bird. Dude, I understand that you're upset. You have lost your family. Your father is on trial. Your girlfriend is not that cute. Okay, I'm not going to come for her looks, but she a little plain. Whatever, nothing's wrong with plain. I'm plain too. Anyway, your father is on trial for his life. The whole world is watching, and you take this opportunity to flip the bird to a lawyer you don't like. Yes, that lawyer sued you. Yes, that lawyer took a whole bunch of your money. But guess what? You also still have a whole bunch of money left in credit protected trust. So that means no matter who sues you, they can't invade the trust funds. So you're going to be all right. I mean, you might have to put in a little bit of overtime at Buffalo Wild Wings down there where you work in Columbia. But like, Buster, I'm going to need you to calm down. And of course, it was captured all from there's a lot of local people there in the courtroom. The reporters were talking about it. And so when security was like, yeah, nah, you can't be making rude hand gestures at people on the witness stand, they asked him to move back. Like, don't sit so close to the front. He got mad and reportedly kicked over a water bottle. Well, I don't know what happened with the water bottle, truthfully. I'm going to give old Bus the benefit of the doubt. I still think he's garbage. Let's be clear. But maybe he was trying to get up and he accidentally kicked over the water. I don't know. I don't know, Buster. I'm trying to help you here. But you're garbage. Your entire family is garbage. And then, because the Murdaughs are just used to running amok and having their way, while somebody was testifying, Alec's sister was writing notes in court. All right, I've written notes in church and in other serious settings. Fine, you're writing notes. She's writing notes and passing them to Dick Harpootlian and the other lawyers so they can give the notes to Alec. People, I'm going to need you to compose yourselves. Use some of your good Southern manners. But you know what that is? These Murdaughs are used to just running amok and having their way. And then Mark Tinsley was back on the stand today. Honey, the drama around Mark Tinsley. So the other day, Miss Michelle Smith, the caretaker for Miss Libby, Alec's mama, Miss Michelle Smith was so nervous and she brought a tear to all of our eyes when she got up there and testified bravely about what happened in the Murdaugh case. She lost her job. I don't know the circumstances under which she lost her job, but she absolutely 100% lost her job. Both jobs, one job, I don't know. So seeing the outpouring of support for her, her kids made a GoFundMe, which I am not donating to, although I wish her well, because, me and my money not trying to break up. We're in a codependent relationship. I'm cheap, like a little chicken. I'm very, very cheap. I told y'all the story about how I don't buy lottery tickets. So good luck with your GoFundMe. Hope you make a lot of money. So her kids put up a GoFundMe saying, we just want to reward our mother for her bravery. She doesn't know anything about this, but if you feel so moved, please donate to our mama. Miss Shelley Smith, we hope to raise $20,000. They put it up last night. Who was the first person to donate to the GoFundMe? Why, it was none other than Mark Tinsley. He donated $1,000 under his own name. Mark, I'm going to need you to calm down. So once, of course, when you donate to GoFundMe, unless you click anonymous, it's like very first donation, Mark Tinsley, $1,000. And of course, the interneted and lost its ever-loving mind. And so Mark was like, oh, I should have done that anonymously. So word spread like wildfire, and word got back to all of the lawyers or whatever. So the defense attorneys were like, he appears to have bribed a witness. Well, she had already testified. Like, yeah, she could be called back again, but she had already testified and he had not testified yet. Honestly, had Mark Tinsley waited until after he testified, it all would have been fine. But Mark Tinsley is all out of fucks to give. Like, real talk, he's out. None. Not one to spare. He's all out. So, after he changed his name to Anonymous, Dick Harpootley and them was like, prosecution, you have to go and find out, was this him? Was this somebody faking? Is this a real GoFundMe? Blah, blah, blah. So the prosecution checked it out. And Mark Tinsley was like, yeah, I donated $1,000. And what? So, of course, Harpootley and them took it to the judge and was pounding the table and jumping up and down and having kittens. And I stopped all work and leaned in to see exactly what was happening and what was going to happen next. And the judge was like, okay, what do you want me to do about it? Does it look improper? Yeah, probably, but this will be a topic for cross-examination. And I was like, oh, well, this just got interesting. And then Mark Tinsley took the stand. Honey, now, I'm going to just put it right out there. He has not been cross-examined yet. They have direct examination that happened today where they just asked him about the boat case. Mark Tinsley was spilling all kinds of tea. He told the whole world what everybody down there in Hampton County already knows, and that is that the Murdaughs have no fear in this part of the country. The Murdaughs know that they could get good jury verdicts, and everybody knows that every time Alex does a closing statement, he cries and he looks emotional and he does whatever. It's very dramatic. The whole rest of the world was like, oh, he just cries on cue like that, like he gonna get an Oscar award or some mess. So Mark Tinsley put it all out there. The other attorneys were hopping mad. You know, they are dying to cross-examine him tomorrow. It's going to be a regular street brawl. I really sincerely hope that everybody in my office works from home tomorrow, because I'm going to need some peace and some privacy so that I can focus on testimony tomorrow. Ooh, I hope my boss is not watching this. And then also Gloria Satterfield's son, Tony Satterfield, I forget his name, but Gloria Satterfield's son got up and told his sad tale. If you don't know, I have actually a separate Gloria Satterfield video which goes into all the details. It's one of the very first videos that I posted in the Murdaugh portion of my little Crazy Behind channel. But here's the Cliff Notes version. Gloria Satterfield was the housekeeper for the Murdaughs. She fell down the stairs. Alec was not home when she fell down the stairs, the front stairs there at Moselle. She bonked her head. She was knocked unconscious. She then went to the hospital where she remained for 3 weeks before she died. When Alex got home, he immediately on the spot made up 2 lies. Number 1, Gloria was there at the house working when the accident happened. If an accident happens at your house while somebody is working there, you're required to have insurance if you have domestic help, like workers' comp or whatever. But if Gloria was just visiting the house, then that's a different insurance policy. So Alex said, oh, Gloria was visiting, running an errand for herself, not for us. She was running an errand over here, and the dogs knocked her down. The only person that ever said the dogs knocked her down was Alec Murdaugh, who was not there when it happened. Word on the street is that Gloria was there working at the house, found drugs in Paul's room, and he got mad because Miss Gloria was like, I'm going to go tell your mama. Keep in mind, Gloria, this housekeeper, raised these boys. She has been with this family for 20 some odd years. Paul got mad and knocked her down. She fell down the stairs and bonked her head and then ended up in the hospital. Later, she died. You know how the rest of that goes. Paul then, while drinking among his friends, bragged and laughed about the fact that he pushed that lady down the stairs and killed her and got away with it. Then at the funeral for Gloria Satterfield, Alec went up to Gloria's two sons, one of whom is a vulnerable adult. Are they both special needs? One of them is special needs. I'm not entirely certain. She has at least one special needs adult who is determined to be a vulnerable adult. Alec went up to them and said, boys, I've known you your whole lives and I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to bring a lawsuit against myself, against my insurance company, and I'm going to get you some money. Hopefully, I can get each one of you $100,000. Now, you know that's more money than Miss Gloria would have made in many, many years of working for the cheat behind Murdaugh's. So Alec went and did the whole thing and talked to the insurance company and got some money for them and then stole every last penny of it while continuing to put them off going, yeah, I'm working on the case. The money is not ready yet. So all of that to say, those boys, once they got wind that there was some money out there for them, hired Eric Bland. Eric Bland put his foot square in Alec Murdaugh's behind and collected $6 million for the Satterfield boys. So Tony, that's his name, Tony Satterfield, took the stand today to tell his sad tale of woes. And he got up there. He was vulnerable. He was sweet. I just wanted to give him a hug. It was heartbreaking. And old Poot Poot, it wasn't Harpootlian, it was his partner in crime, got up there and cross-examined this young man. And really, it was bad. It was really, really bad. This guy sort of presents like a kid. He's an adult. He's a full-grown adult with a job and everything. But he's just sort of soft-spoken, and he has some, I don't know if he has intellectual challenges or just he had a little bit of, it was hard for me to understand him. I don't know if it was a speech disability. I have a speech disability right now or something else. Listen, I have kids with special needs. So I know from what I'm talking about, but there seemed to be something with his speech where it was a little bit hard to understand him, but he was very, very sweet. And, Alec's lawyers were kind of poking fun at him and saying oh, you're not sophisticated and saying things that would confuse him. It was horrible. Next level bad. You're going to put a vulnerable adult on the witness stand and make fun of him in front of Hampton County, but also God and all the world? Going to hell with gasoline draws on. Possibly it was bad, y'all. Today was bad. It was good because it was entertainment, not the Satterfield part of it. And honestly, all I want to do this evening, despite my extreme exhaustion, is get on Court TV and see what Eric Bland has to say. Because Eric Bland is going to bring the heat. Eric Bland has no disabilities. He has no reservations. He is very sophisticated and he understands things clearly. There is no question in my mind that between Mark Tinsley and Eric Bland, they are about to bring it to the entire Murdaugh clan tonight, and I am here for it. There is a show called News Nation with that cute Chris Cuomo, and Eric Bland goes on Chris Cuomo's show all the time and talks about the Murdaugh case. I do not know what channel it is on my cable, but I tell you what, I'm going to find it tonight. I'm going to find wherever Eric Bland is at. That's where I'm going to be tonight. After I wash my face and get in bed, I'm exhausted. Did I mention I was exhausted? A lot happened at court today. I should have done a lunchtime breakdown. I don't think anything had jumped off at lunchtime, but there was no bomb threat, but there was smoke and fire in the courtroom today, and there promises to be more tomorrow. Still, Cousin Eddie has not taken the stand. I'm going to take a whole sick day when they call it Cousin Eddie. I don't care if I'm already at work. I'm going to be like, I got a cold. I'm going, I have to see Cousin Eddie in his entirety, uninterrupted. All right. I have prattled on for way too long about this court case tonight. Y'all have a good, safe night. Get a good night's sleep. You're going to need a high readiness score to deal with tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye.